One of the most useful things we can talk about is our daily routine. Basically, what we do every day from morning until night.
That's so true. Talking about your daily routine is super helpful for English learners.
Exactly. I mean, everyone has a daily routine. We all wake up, eat, work, or go to school, and then go to bed at night. So, why not practice talking about all that in English?
Right, it's something everyone can relate to, and it's a great way to practice simple sentences.
Plus, when you meet new people, they often ask about your daily life. So, being able to describe your routine is really useful.
Right, people might ask, "What do you do in the mornings?" And now you'll be able to answer them.
And don't worry, we'll keep it slow and easy. We'll repeat some parts and give you, our listeners, a chance to practice speaking too.
Yes, we'll do it together. It'll be fun and relaxed.
So let's get started. Let's talk about a typical day, your daily routine. We'll start at the very beginning of the day.
Of course, we have to start with the morning. That's how every day begins.
Morning it is. Okay, so imagine it's early in the morning, your alarm clock rings. What's the first thing you do?
The first thing I do when I wake up, I try to open my eyes.
Right. Waking up can be hard. For me, the first thing is usually hitting the snooze button on my alarm.
Oh, me too. I sometimes press snooze once or twice.
Yeah, that means I turn off the alarm for a moment and let it ring again a few minutes later. I know I should just get up, but I'm like, just 5 more minutes, please.
I think a lot of us do that, but eventually we all get up.
Have you ever overslept? I mean, have you ever slept past your alarm and woken up late?
Oh, I have. A couple of times.
Me too. I was late to work those days.
It's not a good feeling to wake up and realize you're late. Now I set two alarms, just in case.
That's smart. Better safe than sorry. I usually set my alarm for around 6 o'clock in the morning because I need to wake up early.
I wake up a bit later, maybe around 7.
For example, I can say, I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Let's say that together. I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Ready? I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Your turn, listeners. Try to say, I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Good job.
After we brush our teeth, some people also wash their face with water.
Yes, I splash some water on my face to wake up. And I also take a shower in the morning usually.
Me too. A shower helps me feel awake. The warm water is nice and it helps me start the day fresh.
Exactly. I usually take a shower for maybe 10 minutes.
Only 10 minutes? I'm in the shower for at least 15.
That's okay. Everyone's routine is different. Some people prefer quick showers, and some take a little longer.
And some people shower at night instead of the morning. That's okay too.
Right. But let's say if you do it in the morning, you can say, I take a shower every morning.
Yes, let's practice that one too, since showering is common. Say it with us. I take a shower every morning.
I take a shower every morning.
Great, you got it.
So after showering, I dry off and then I get dressed.
Yeah, we all need to put on some clothes for the day.
I usually wear something comfortable. If it's a work day, maybe I put on a shirt and pants.
If it's the weekend, sometimes I stay in pajamas a bit longer, but on work days, I get dressed right away.
Oh, yes. Weekends are a little different, but on a normal weekday, after I shower, I change out of my pajamas and into my day clothes.
Same. I pick out something to wear, and if I'm going out to work or class, I make sure I look nice.
That makes sense. After getting dressed, I also fix my hair.
Me too. I brush my hair, and if I have time, I might do my hair nicely, like use a hair dryer or style it a bit.
Right. If you have short hair, maybe it's quick. With long hair, it can take more time.
And I sometimes put on a little makeup in the morning.
Sure, doing hair and makeup can be part of a morning routine for some people.
Exactly.
Oh, and some people do something healthy in the morning too, like exercise.
That's true. I have a friend who goes for a jog every morning at 6 a.m.
Wow, that's really early. I'm usually still sleeping at 6.
Me too, honestly. I'm not that much of a morning person.
So you're more of a night person, a night owl.
Yes, I have more energy at night.
I'm kind of the opposite. I am an early bird,
Everyone's different when it comes to mornings.
but some people are very energetic in the morning. They might do yoga or go to the gym early. It really depends.
Right, my routine is a bit simpler. After I'm dressed and ready, I sometimes make my bed.
Oh, that's a good habit. I try to make my bed every morning.
I do too, but sometimes I'm in a rush and leave it messy.
It happens. Okay, so now we've woken up, cleaned up, and gotten dressed. What comes next in a typical day?
I think now I start feeling hungry.
Yes. Morning routine done. Now it's breakfast time.
Yes, breakfast. The best part of the morning, if you ask me.
I do like breakfast too. So, around what time do you usually have breakfast, Abby?
I usually have breakfast at about 7:30 a.m. What about you?
I eat breakfast a little earlier, around 7 a.m., because I leave for work pretty early.
That makes sense. And what do you typically have for breakfast?
I keep my breakfast simple. I usually eat some toast with butter or jam and maybe an egg, and I always have a cup of coffee. Sometimes I read the news on my phone while I eat.
That sounds nice. I often check my phone in the morning too to see the news or messages. I love coffee in the morning. Sometimes I have tea instead of coffee. I usually have cereal with milk for breakfast. Sometimes I have a piece of fruit, like a banana or an apple.
That's a good light breakfast. Some days I just have fruit and yogurt.
And some people don't eat much breakfast at all, or they just drink coffee.
I know some days people are in a hurry and skip breakfast completely.
Yeah, I've done that before when I'm running late. I just grab a coffee and go.
Same here, though I try not to skip breakfast too often. I get very hungry by mid morning if I do. Every person is different, but it's good to know how to talk about it.
Right. So, to talk about breakfast, you can say what you eat or drink. For example, I eat cereal for breakfast.
That's a great example sentence. Let's practice it together. I eat cereal for breakfast.
Ready? Say it with us. I eat cereal for breakfast.
Nice, you got it.
Or if you only drink something, you can say, for example, I drink coffee in the morning.
Yes, let's try that one too. I drink coffee in the morning.
Your turn. Give it a try. I drink coffee in the morning.
Great. So now you can talk about your own breakfast. If you eat eggs, you can say, I eat eggs for breakfast.
Or I have toast and juice for breakfast. Whatever you usually have.
Exactly. It's easy to say. Just use the phrase, I have blank for breakfast, or I eat blank for breakfast with the food you eat.
Perfect. So after breakfast, we've filled our stomachs and we have energy for the day.
Right. After breakfast, it's usually time to get going to work or school, right?
Yes, we can't relax too long on a weekday morning. We have to go to work or go to school.
After breakfast, I take my bag and I'm out the door.
Same here. It's time to go to work, or for some people, time to go to school.
Right. On weekdays, we usually have to leave home in the morning, either for a job or for school.
I work at an office and I need to be there by 9 a.m. So I usually leave home around 8:30 a.m.
That makes sense. I have to be at work by 8 a.m., so I leave a bit earlier, maybe at 7:30.
Wow, that's early. You must wake up really early to get ready by then.
Yes, I do, but it's my routine now. So, one way to talk about this is to say when you go to work or school.
For example, you can say, I go to work at 9 a.m.
Or if you're a student, I go to school at 8 a.m.
Exactly. Let's practice the work one. Say, I go to work at 9 a.m.
Together now. I go to work at 9 a.m.
Your turn. Try it. I go to work at 9 a.m.
Great. And like we said, if you want to talk about school, just change the word. You can say, I go to school at 8 a.m. or whatever time.
Right. And you can also talk about when you leave home. For example, I leave home at 7:30.
Yes, if someone asks, what time do you leave home? You can answer, I leave home at 7:30.
Exactly. In my case, I leave home at 8:30 to go to work.
And I leave at 7:30, so everyone's schedule's a little different.
Also, some people might say where they are going specifically, like I go to the office or I go to class.
Good point. But in general, saying go to work or go to school is simple and clear.
Yes, the idea is you're leaving home to start your workday or school day.
All right, so we've left home. Now, how do we actually get to work or school? Let's talk about transportation.
So, how do you get to work, Mr. C? Do you drive?
Yes, I do. I drive my car to work every day.
Nice. How long does that take?
It's not too bad. It takes about 20 minutes to drive to my office when there's not much traffic. If there is a lot of traffic, it might take 30 or more minutes.
That's pretty quick. Even if there's traffic and it takes longer, that's still not too bad. I don't drive to work. I take the bus. There's a bus stop near my house, so it's easy for me.
How long is your bus ride?
Usually around 30 minutes, maybe a little more or less.
That's not too bad either. Some people commute for an hour or more.
True. I'm lucky my commute is short. Commute just means your travel from home to work or school, by the way.
Right. So I drive to work and you take the bus. Other people might take a train or the subway if they live in a big city.
Yes, or if they live close by, they might even walk or ride a bicycle.
Exactly. Everyone's transportation can be different. Actually, if the weather is nice, I sometimes ride my bicycle to work instead of driving.
Oh, that's great exercise.
Yeah, it's healthy and it saves money on gas.
So, if you want to tell someone how you get to work or school, you can say something like, I drive to work, or I take the bus to school.
Let's practice one. For example, I take the bus to work.
That's a useful sentence. Say it with us. I take the bus to work.
I take the bus to work.
Good. Now another one. I drive to work.
If you have a car, you can say, I drive to work. Let's try that. I drive to work.
Your turn. Repeat. I drive to work.
Great. Exactly. The key is using the correct verb. We take a bus or train, we drive a car, we ride a bike, and we walk on foot.
Perfect. So now we've arrived at work or school.
Yep, we made it to our destination. Now it's time for the day's activities.
So now we're at work or at school. What happens next?
Now the actual work or classes begin. For me, when I get to my office, the first thing I do is turn on my computer and check my emails.
That makes sense. You start working on your tasks for the day.
Right. I often have a morning meeting too. For example, at 9:30, I might have a team meeting to discuss the day's work.
Try saying this I have a meeting in the morning. And if you're a student, when you get to school, you probably go to your first class of the day.
Yes, maybe you have math class or English class in the morning.
So basically, in the morning, we work, study, or attend classes for a few hours.
Exactly. We focus on our work or learning. But then, usually after a couple of hours, it's time for a short break.
Thank goodness for breaks. A break is a short time to rest.
Many people take a mid morning break around, say, 10 or 11 a.m.
At work, we often call it a coffee break. It's a chance to have a cup of coffee or tea, maybe eat a small snack, and relax for a few minutes.
When I have a break, I like to stand up from my desk and stretch a bit or get a cup of coffee.
If I'm at school during a break, I might chat with friends or have a snack.
A common way to say this is I take a break at 11 a.m. or whatever time.
Let's practice that. You can say, I take a break at 11 a.m.
Say it together. I take a break at 11 a.m.
I take a break at 11 a.m.
Great. You can adjust the time to whatever fits your schedule.
Some people have a coffee break at 10 a.m., some at 11, or whenever it fits.
After the break, we go back to work or back to class and continue with the day.
We keep working or studying until lunchtime.
Right. So the morning part of the day is basically work or classes, maybe a short break and work again until noon.
Exactly. And by then, I'm usually getting hungry again.
Me too. But we still have things to do, so we keep working or studying.
Sometimes I drink a cup of coffee in the afternoon if I'm really tired.
That's a good idea. A little caffeine in the afternoon can help wake you up.
In the afternoon, I usually continue whatever tasks I have. If I'm at work, maybe I have another meeting or I work on a project.
If you're a student, you probably have a couple more classes in the afternoon, or maybe time to do homework or group work.
Yes, the afternoon is when we try to finish our work for the day.
So, what time do you usually finish work, Abby?
My office hours end at 5 p.m. I usually finish work around 5.
I finish work at 5 p.m. as well most days.
And students often finish school earlier, maybe around 3 p.m. or 4 p.m., depending on the school.
Right, so by late afternoon, people start wrapping up their work or classes. Wrapping up means finishing, by the way. We start to finish our task.
Now, after finishing work or school, many people do a few other things before they go home.
Yes, for example, after work, I sometimes go to the supermarket to buy groceries.
I do that too. If I need to pick up some food for dinner, I stop by a grocery store on the way home.
Or some people might have activities in the late afternoon. Like I have a friend who goes to the gym around 6 p.m. every day after work.
That's a good habit. Some might take an exercise class or go for a run in the afternoon or early evening.
And students might have after school clubs or sports practice in the late afternoon.
Exactly. Everyone's schedule can be different after the main work or school day ends. Let's practice a simple sentence about finishing the day. You can say, I finish work at 5 p.m.
Or if you're a student, you can say, I finish school at 3 p.m. But let's try the work example first.
Say it with us. I finish work at 5 p.m.
I finish work at 5 p.m.
Your turn to say it.
Good. And you can change the time or say school instead of work if that's what you do.
So now imagine the workday or school day is done. You've maybe run an errand or two, like shopping, and now you're heading home.
For example, you can say, I go home at 6 p.m. after work.
Let's practice that. I go home at 6 p.m.
Great. Now it's evening time and we can talk about our evening routine.
Finally, we get to the evening when we're done with work or school for the day.
Yes, evening time. Usually I get home around 6 p.m., maybe a bit later if I had to run an errand.
Same here. When I get home, the first thing I do is change into comfortable clothes. I take off my work clothes and put on something cozy, like a t shirt and sweatpants.
Oh, that's a great feeling, right? Getting out of your work clothes.
Absolutely. After that, it's time for dinner.
Right. In the evening, we have dinner. I usually eat dinner around 7 p.m.
My family likes to eat a little later, maybe around 7:30. We all sit together and have dinner as a family.
That's nice. So, for example, you could say, I have dinner with my family.
Let's try that. I have dinner with my family.
Good job. Sometimes I eat with my family too. Or if I'm by myself, I might just eat while watching something on TV.
So, what do you usually have for dinner?
It depends. If I cooked or bought groceries, I make something simple like pasta or rice with vegetables and chicken.
That sounds good. At my house, we usually have a home cooked meal. My parents or I will cook something like fish and vegetables, or maybe soup, something like that.
And if I'm very tired or don't have time, I might order food, like order a pizza or some Chinese takeout.
I have done that too. Sometimes it's nice to just get takeout for dinner.
For sure. So after we eat dinner, there's usually a bit of cleanup to do.
Yes, we have to clean up after dinner. For example, I wash the dishes or load the dishwasher.
Same here. I wash the dishes and clean the kitchen a bit.
If you have a pet, you might need to feed them after dinner too. For example, you might give your dog or cat some food in the evening.
That's true. Taking care of pets can be part of the evening routine as well.
Once the kitchen is clean, we can finally relax.
Evening relaxation time. This is my favorite part of the day sometimes.
Mine too. So, how do you relax in the evening?
I like to read after dinner. I often sit on the sofa with a good book.
Nice. I sometimes watch TV or stream a show online.
A lot of people do that. For example, you can say, I watch TV in the evening.
Let's say it together. I watch TV in the evening.
Great. That's a great way to unwind. Unwind means to relax, by the way.
I also love listening to music. Sometimes I just put on some music and listen for a while.
If I have a lot of energy, I might practice a hobby. For example, I play the guitar a little, so sometimes I practice guitar in the evening.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you play guitar.
Just a bit. It's a nice way to relax.
And if you're a student, you might need to do homework in the evening after dinner.
True, many students do their homework in the evening or work on projects.
Also, sometimes I like to take a short walk after dinner if the weather's nice. Just a 15-minute walk to help digest the food and clear my mind.
That's a great idea. A walk can be really relaxing. I do that sometimes too.
So, everyone has different ways to relax at night. Some watch TV, some read, some play games or talk to friends.
Right. But overall, evening is our free time to do what we enjoy after the busy day.
Exactly. We use this time to rest and recharge for the next day.
After some relaxing time, it might be 9 or 10 p.m., and we start feeling tired.
Yes, after a long day, I start getting sleepy in the late evening.
That means it's almost bedtime. Time to get ready to sleep.
Now it's late in the evening and we're both getting sleepy.
Yes, it's about time to get ready for bed. So, what's your bedtime routine, Abby?
Before I go to bed, I usually do a few small things. I brush my teeth again, of course.
Me too. I always brush my teeth before I sleep.
I also wash my face or take off any makeup if I'm wearing some.
Right, then I put on my pajamas. Those are my comfortable clothes for sleeping.
I do the same. I change into my pajamas so I'm comfortable in bed.
After that, I make sure to set my alarm for the next morning.
Yes, I set an alarm on my phone so I can wake up on time.
I also check that the doors are locked and turn off the lights in the house.
Good thinking. I turn off the lights and maybe I leave a little night lamp on if I need one.
Once everything is done, I get into bed.
Sometimes I read a few pages of a book to make my eyes tired.
That helps. I'm usually too tired to read at that point, so I often just lie down and close my eyes.
Same here, many times. So, what time do you usually go to bed?
I usually go to bed around 11 p.m.
I go to bed around 11 as well, maybe 11:30 if I'm watching something or studying late.
For example, we can say, I go to bed at 11 o'clock.
That's a good phrase. Let's practice it. I go to bed at 11 o'clock.
Ready? I go to bed at 11 o'clock.
Your turn to say it.
Great job.
And after that, we fall asleep. We sleep through the night, and the next day, the routine starts again.
Yep, then we wake up and do it all again.
So that's a full day from morning to night.
We covered everything: morning routines, going to work or school, the whole day, and evening to bedtime.
I'm curious, Mr. C, do you ever get bored with doing the same routine every day?
Honestly, not really. I find comfort in my routine. It keeps me organized.
That's true. I like my routine too, though I also enjoy days off when I can do something different.
Absolutely. A little break from the routine is nice sometimes, but I always feel good returning to my normal schedule.
Why don't we try putting it all together?
Good idea. Let's summarize a daily routine in a few sentences. Abby, do you want to give it a try?
Sure. For example, I could say, I wake up at 7 a.m., I get ready for work, have breakfast, then I go to work by bus. I work until 5 p.m. After work, I go home, have dinner, relax for a while, and then I go to bed around 11.
Great. That was a nice summary of a daily routine. You can do the same with your own routine.
Right, just use simple sentences like that to describe your day.
Now it's your turn. Try to say 3 or 4 sentences about your daily routine. You can start from the morning and go to the night. Go ahead. We'll wait for a moment.
Great! Practicing like this will help you remember these phrases.
By the way, your routine might be different on weekends or days off,
That's true. On weekends, maybe you wake up later or do different activities instead of work or school.
but you can still practice talking about those days too.
Exactly.
The more you practice, the easier it gets. Don't worry if you make mistakes.
Yes, mistakes are okay. That's how you learn. The important thing is to keep trying.
We hope you enjoyed practicing with us today.
I had a great time talking about this. It was a nice review of a day in our lives.
It was, and we hope it was helpful for you, our listeners.
We're really proud of you for staying with us until the end. Great job learning all these daily routine phrases.
Keep practicing them whenever you can. Maybe tomorrow morning when you wake up, say in English what you're doing.
Yes, say, I'm brushing my teeth, or I'm eating breakfast in English, just to yourself. Little practice moments like that help a lot.
Absolutely. All right, I think that's it for today.
Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you for joining us on English with Mr. C.
We had fun, and we hope you did too.
Until next time, take care and keep practicing.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.
Let's learn together. Oh yeah. Wake up, turn it on, let your worries go. New words, new sounds, take it nice and slow. Everyday talk, real life flow. You don't need perfection, just let it show. Take a breath, you're doing fine. One more word at a time. No pressure, no fear, just be free. You can speak it naturally. English with Mr. C. Talk it easy, talk it free. English with Mr. C. Real conversations, you and me. English with Mr. C. Step by step, naturally. If you want to speak with confidence, come learn English with Mr. C.